W. Denslow is best known for his work on The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, but his other work is rich in what are called eerie archetypes. An archetype is a recurrent symbol or motif in literature, art, or mythology. One of Dent's most frequent archetypes was the skull, as seen in these melancholic works that he sold as prints. We'll get back to skulls later, but in honor of Halloween, I'll talk first about some of his somewhat happier archetypes, including the witch, pumpkins, and black cats. Denslow's witch in The Wonderful Wizard of Oz was part creepy, part comic, and part pirate, as can be seen in these clips. Fortunately, Dorothy got her in the end. Denslow wanted to believe in the triumph of good versus evil as in The Wizard of Oz, and his work featuring pumpkins was mostly happy. All ends well in his 1904 book, The Pearl and the Pumpkin, which featured a girl, Pearl, and her cousin, Jo, who turned into a strange pumpkin creature, and then back again. Denslow's peculiar ensuing stage play, however, was not a hit with audiences. Denslow also has Peter Pumpkin Eater's wife knitting happily after being put into a pumpkin shell in his popular Mother Goose book. Well, he never did really understand women. Denslow and Baum had used the jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin head earlier in Father Goose, his book, which was a best-selling children's book of 1899. On one page were a bow-tied black cat and his girlfriend, who also rides with the Wicked Witch on her broom on another page. This bow-tied cat shows up so frequently in Denslow's work that I've named him Midnight. Denslow was using the black cat even earlier than Father Goose. Midnight features in advertising for the Chicago Chronicle newspaper, for printer ink, for the Bill Poster Journal, and even in an anti-rats cartoon in the Inland Printer. Midnight lived on in the last Baum-Denslow book collaboration, Dot and Tot of Maryland. Note that Midnight has a prominent role on the title page. While Baum and Denslow were no longer friends and went on to other things, Midnight continued to work with Denslow in his Mother Goose. And he even met Little Red Riding Hood and Humpty Dumpty in his travels. Despite being a jokester and wanting to live in happily ever after, Denslow fought alcoholism throughout his life and definitely had a darker side. While he was working for the Chicago Herald, he became a member of the Whitechapel Club. The club was named after the location of the Jack the Ripper murders and was decorated with skulls and other creepy things. Alcohol also featured prominently, which didn't help with Denslow's drinking problems. The club's motto was, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here," a phrase from Dante's Inferno. Denslow was able to mix beauty with the macabre, however, as seen in these examples of book covers and internal art for Rand McNally and Roy Crofter books. I'll end with this quote from the Rubaiyat, which no doubt resonated with Denslow. "Oh, make the most of what we yet may spend, before we too into dust descend, dust under dust, and under dust to lie, sans wine, sans song, sans singer, and sans end." I hope you enjoy this brief glimpse into Denslow's work, and I'd also like to invite you to use a special Halloween coupon code for $10 off at my book website, wonderfulbooksofoz.com. The code is Maggie2020 in honor of Margaret Hamilton, who was perhaps the witchiest witch. Thank you.